Loch Ness contains more water than all the lakes of England and Wales combined, at 7.5 cubic kilometres, making it the most voluminous lake in the United Kingdom. But it is not Scotland's biggest or deepest loch. The biggest loch is Loch Lomond, and the deepest loch is Moura. But on the other hand, Lomond and Moura don't have monsters. Before going into further detail, for the benefit of some viewers we should point out that a loch is a word meaning lake or sea inlet in Scottish and Irish Gaelic, subsequently adopted into English. Loch Ness is 36.2 kilometres long and 2.7 kilometres wide at its widest point. It is the second largest Scottish lake by surface area at 56 square kilometres. The surface is 16 metres above sea level and it boasts an average depth of 132 metres with a deepest point of 230. All year round, Loch Ness's water is 6 degrees Celsius in temperature, and it amazingly never freezes over, even in the depths of a Scottish winter known for its snow and ice. But on the very cold days of winter, you can see steam rising from the surface of the loch as it is warmer than the surrounding air. So if you are an open water swimmer, maybe use the winter time for some psychological comfort at least. In 565 AD, Saint Columba allegedly came face to face with the water beast when it reared its ugly head and tried to have Columba's servant for dinner. There have been various accounts of monster sightings since then, but any substantiation has been somewhat dubious. For example, the famous surgeon's photograph from 1934 was later revealed to be a hoax featuring a toy submarine and dinosaur head. Right. The Loch Ness Monster is probably the most famous target of cryptozoology, namely the study of animals whose existence has not been proven. Cryptozoology is not a science. Cryptozoologists search for mythical creatures called cryptids. Thousands of cultures all over the world report cryptids. Beside the Loch Ness Monster, other lake cryptids include Champ in Lake Champlain, United States and Canada, Issy in Lake Ikea in Japan, and the Lagvord worm in Lagvord Lake in Iceland. The most famous land-based cryptid is Bigfoot, who supposedly stalks old-growth forests of the Pacific Northwest. Thanks to the glorious liquid sunshine, which Scotland is so well known for, the rain carries peat from the surrounding hills down into the water. These small peaty particles mean that visibility under the water is poor, with the darkest of depths. Excellent conditions for a monster in hiding, if you ask us. It was 2019 when the last investigative activities took place, when, according to scientists, the creatures behind repeated sightings of the fabled Loch Ness Monster may be giant eels. Researchers from New Zealand tried to catalogue all living species in the loch by extracting DNA from water samples. Following further analysis, the scientists have ruled out the presence of large animals said to be behind reports of a monster. No evidence of a prehistoric marine reptile called a plesiosaur or a large fish such as a sturgeon were found. Catfish and suggestions that a wandering Greenland shark were behind the sightings were also discounted. So, we will leave the jury out and look forward to seeing you back here on the channel again very soon.